Did you know that 2026 is officially projected to be the biggest year for global travel in human history? According to the latest data from IATA, the airline industry is preparing to carry over 5.2 billion passengers this year. That is an all-time record, surpassing even the pre-pandemic peaks. But here's the real kicker. Travelers aren't just going back to the same old spots. There's a massive shift happening. For the first time, ultra-short international trips and purpose-driven nature escapes are outperforming traditional two-week beach holidays. We are moving faster, traveling deeper, and seeking out places that actually feel alive. If you're sitting there with a blank calendar for 2026, get ready. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most breathtaking, trending, and culturally significant destinations you need to put on your radar before the rest of the world catches on. Happy New Year, everyone. There is something magical about that new calendar feeling, isn't there? The possibilities are endless, but 2026 feels different. It's a year of major global milestones, from the FIFA World Cup taking over North America to the Winter Olympics returning to the majestic Italian Alps. Hi, and welcome back to the Explorer's Path. Today we're diving into our annual Best in Travel guide. We've spent weeks analyzing booking data, emerging flight routes, and UNESCO's newest heritage sites to bring you a list that isn't just pretty, but actually strategic. Whether you're a Gen Z solo traveler looking for the next viral city, or a family wanting to disconnect in a remote wilderness, this list has you covered. By the end of this video, you won't just have a bucket list, you'll have a plan. But let's be real for a second. Planning a trip in 2026 is overwhelming. We've entered the era of choice paralysis. Every corner of the globe is on TikTok. Every hidden gem has a line around the block. You want to go somewhere authentic, but you don't want to spend 40 hours on a bus to get there. You want luxury, but you also want to be sustainable. It's hard to tell what's actually worth your PTO and what's just clever marketing. Should you follow the crowds to the World Cup cities, or run in the opposite direction? That's exactly why we made this video. We've filtered through the noise to find the destinations that offer the best balance of accessibility, value, and that once-in-a-lifetime feeling. 10. Big Sky, Montana, USA. Starting us off at number 10 is a place for the mountain lovers. Montana has seen a staggering 92% increase in travel searches recently. Why? Because Big Sky is evolving. It's no longer just a ski resort. It's becoming the base camp for American wilderness luxury. With new high-end lodges and easier access to Yellowstone, 2026 is the year to see the American West without the 20th century crowds. 9. Okinawa, Japan. We all love Tokyo, but in 2026, the world is heading south. Okinawa is Japan's tropical secret. Imagine the culture and food of Japan mixed with the turquoise waters of the Maldives. It's seen a 71% jump in interest. Pro tip: head to the Kerama Islands for some of the clearest diving water on the planet. 8. The Dolomites and Milan, Italy. Italy is always a good idea, but 2026 is special. The 2026 Winter Olympics are being hosted in Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo. If you love winter sports or just want to experience the electric atmosphere of the games in the most beautiful mountain range in Europe, this is your year. 7. Northern Sri Lanka, Jaffna. Sri Lanka is back in a big way, but the northern region of Jaffna is the true frontier. It was closed off for decades, but now it's opening up with vibrant Hindu temples, incredible crab curries, and a culture that feels distinct from the rest of the island. It's untouched, affordable, and deeply spiritual. 6. Beijing, China. China has been making a massive push for tourism with new visa-free policies. In 2026, Beijing is the place to be. UNESCO recently added the Beijing Central Axis to its World Heritage List. It's a 5-mile stretch of imperial history that you can now tour via a dedicated sightseeing bus. Its ancient history meets futuristic tech. 5. Sardinia, Italy. If you want the Mediterranean vibes without the madness of the Amalfi Coast, Sardinia is your 2026 pick. It's leading the way in slow travel. The island is focusing on hiking trails and archaeological sites rather than just beach clubs. It's the perfect spot for a digital detox. 4. Dominica, the nature island. No, not the Dominican Republic. This Caribbean gem is opening the world's first sperm whale reserve in 2026. 2/3 of the island is wild rainforest. If you want to hike to a boiling lake or dive in Champagne Reef, this is the ultimate eco-adventure. 3. Sapmi, northern Sweden. Looking for the northern lights? Skip the usual spots and head to Sapmi. This is the land of the indigenous Sami people. In 2026, there's a huge focus on indigenous-led tourism. Think reindeer sledding, staying in ice hotels, and learning about a culture that has lived in harmony with the Arctic for thousands of years. 2. Albania and Montenegro. The Balkan Riviera is officially the hottest budget-friendly alternative to Greece and Croatia. In 2026, the infrastructure in northern Albania is finally catching up to its beauty. The Faith to Valbona hike is being called the best hike in Europe. Go now before the prices double. And finally, our number 1 destination for 2026, a place that offers something almost impossible to find in our modern world. The ultimate destination for 2026 is Mongolia. In a world that is louder and more connected than ever, Mongolia is the last frontier. It is one of the least densely populated countries on Earth, and it's currently experiencing a cultural renaissance. Why 2026? Because the Mongolian government has declared these years the years to visit Mongolia, making it easier than ever with expanded flight routes and e-visas. You can spend your days riding horses across the endless steppe and your nights in a traditional gur, staring at a Milky Way so bright it doesn't look real. It's the ultimate purpose-driven journey, a chance to disconnect from your phone and reconnect with the Earth. If you want a trip that will actually change how you see the world, Mongolia is it. From the Olympic slopes of Italy to the whale sanctuaries of Dominica and the wild steppes of Mongolia, 2026 is shaping up to be a year of incredible diversity. The world is opening up in ways we haven't seen in years. The only question left is, where are you going first? I want to hear from you. Which of these destinations is officially on your 2026 bucket list? Are you a slow traveler headed to Sardinia? Or are you going for the adventure in Mongolia? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a travel update. Here's to making 2026 your most adventurous year yet. And I'll see you in the next one.